If you are like 90% of people, you use the same password for everything, or maybe you have three variations. Password 123 for Facebook, password 123 for your bank, and password 123 for your email. You think you are clever. You think adding a special character or a capital letter makes you safe? You are wrong. In the time it took you to read this sentence, a modern GPU cluster could have cracked an 8-character password a billion times. We are living in the golden age of cybercrime, and the lock on your digital front door is made of cardboard. Today, I am not just going to tell you that your password is bad, I am going to prove it. I am going to explain the mathematics of entropy, how hackers actually crack passwords. Hint, they don't guess. And why the advice you got 10 years ago about changing your password every 90 days is actually making you less secure. To understand why your password is horrible, you have to understand how a hacker thinks. They don't sit at a keyboard typing random words. They steal data. When Adobe, LinkedIn, or Yahoo get hacked, millions of passwords are leaked. But they aren't stored as plain text usually. They are hashed. Hashing is like a one-way mathematical blender. You put in 11 and out comes a 5F3, so you can't turn a 5F3C back into 11. So, how do hackers crack them? They use rainbow tables and dictionary attacks. They take the 10 million most common passwords, run them through the blender, and see if the result matches your hash. If your password is in the dictionary or is a simple variation like Piet's word, it is cracked instantly. It takes 0 seconds. This brings us to the concept of entropy. Entropy is a measure of randomness. A password, like TR0UB4door3, looks complex to a human. It has numbers, symbols, and weird capitalization. But to a computer, it has low entropy because it follows a predictable human pattern. We replace O with 0 and A with 4. This is called leet speak, and hackers have rule sets that automatically check for these substitutions. A truly high-entropy password looks like XG9 hash MK to $PL. It is random, but humans can't remember that. So we are stuck in a paradox. Passwords that are easy to remember are easy to crack, and passwords that are hard to crack are impossible to remember. So what is the solution? The solution is to stop being human. Stop trying to create passwords yourself. Use a password manager. A password manager is a vault. You only need to remember one strong master password, and the software generates and stores random, high-entropy, 20-character garbage for every other site. Wait, you say, if I put all my eggs in one basket, isn't that dangerous? Yes. But the alternative is carrying all your eggs in your pockets while running through a minefield. The security architecture of modern password managers like Bitwarden or 1Password is zero knowledge. This means even the company doesn't know your master password. If their servers are hacked, the attackers just get a blob of encrypted gibberish that is mathematically impossible to open without your key. But even a password manager isn't enough anymore. We need multi-factor authentication. MFA is the concept of something you know, password plus something you have phone key. Most people use SMS codes. This is better than nothing, but it is vulnerable to SIM swapping. A hacker calls your phone company, pretends to be you, and moves your phone number to their SIM card. Now they get your codes. The gold standard is a hardware key, like a YubiKey or an authenticator app, Google Authenticator, Oath. These generate codes locally on your device that change every 30 seconds. It makes remote hacking exponentially harder. Let's talk about the passphrase method. This is a brilliant compromise for your master password. Instead of XG9 hash MK2 use 4 random words strung together, correct horse battery stopple. This is a famous XKCD comic concept. For random words have very high entropy, it would take centuries for a computer to guess the combination of words. But it is very easy for a human to visualize and remember. Length beats complexity. A 15-character password made of simple letters is often stronger than an 8-character password with symbols. The old advice of change your password every 90 days is actually harmful. Why? Because when forced to change a password, Humans are lazy. They change summer 2023 to autumn 2023. They just increment the number at the end. This pattern is predictable. The National Institute of Standards and Technology NIST now recommends asterisk, not asterisk, forcing password rotation unless there is evidence of a breach. Ultimately, the future is passwordless. Passkeys are coming. This technology uses public key cryptography like crypto wallets to authenticate you using your device's biometrics, Face ID, Touch ID. There is no password to steal, there is just a cryptographic handshake. But until that future arrives everywhere, you are the guardian of your own data. Stop using your dog's name. Stop using your birthday. Get a manager. Turn on, dois, fa. Because the only thing standing between your bank account and a hacker in a basement is the entropy you choose to create. If this wake-up call made you realize your digital life is hanging by a thread, make sure you are subscribed. We don't just scare you, we give you the tools to fight back. Secure your keys. Secure your future.